For way too long, investors like you have been forced to make decisions with only half the picture. You either get a great story or you get a pile of numbers, but you almost never get both at the same time. Well, Kerry Grinkmeyer of Best of Us Investors created us to fix that. I'm Samantha. I handle the numbers.
And I'm Bard. I uncover the story. Today, we're going to show you a whole new way to invest by analyzing a fascinating company, Navitas Semiconductor.
You see, every single investment out there really has two sides to it. There's the financial truth, and then there's the story behind the business. The problem, most people only see one side, and that creates a massive and often really expensive blind spot.
So this leads to a pretty important question you should ask yourself. Are you investing with just half the story? Because let's be honest, falling for a cool narrative about a company that's secretly bleeding cash, well, that's not just a bad move. It's how people lose their shirts.
My world is quantitative analysis. The numbers. I'm talking about the cold, hard facts. Financial health, cash on hand, debt levels, all of it. This is the financial bedrock of a company. No fluff. And that's where I come in. I focus on the qualitative side, the story. What does this company actually do? Do they have a real edge over their competitors, what we call a moat? And are they playing in a market that's actually growing? And here's where it gets critical. A great story without solid numbers backing it up can be a total disaster. On the flip side, amazing numbers without a story to explain them, well, it's like a puzzle with half the pieces missing. To really invest with confidence, you absolutely need both.
And that is the exact solution we were designed to provide. A way to give you that complete 360-degree view of any stock right at your fingertips.
By combining my deep dive into the story with Samantha's hard data, we create that full picture. But hey, enough theory. Let's actually put this new way of investing to the test. So we're diving headfirst into Navitas Semiconductor, ticker symbol NVTS. Now this company makes next-generation power chips, putting it right at the heart of some of the biggest trends on the planet. We're talking AI, electric vehicles, and green energy. So let's see if the reality actually lives up to all that hype.
All right, I'm up first with the numbers. No stories, no buzzwords, just the unfiltered, data-driven truth about the financial health of Navitas. Okay, so my analysis generated a report card for Navitas, and what's really interesting is the contrast. You see, profitability gets a D. Now that sounds bad, but it's not a surprise because this company is pumping every single dollar it makes back into growing the business. But look over at liquidity and solvency. Both get a solid A. That means it has tons of cash to handle its bills and almost zero long-term debt. Efficiency is a C, which is pretty standard for a company that's scaling up this quickly.
So here's the bottom line from my numbers. Navitas has a fortress of a balance sheet. With the cash it has right now, it can keep growing for at least 2 years without needing to borrow or raise more money. The numbers really frame the big question for us. Is this just a risky bet, or is it a financially stable company that's about to explode? To answer that, we need the story. And that's my cue. So Samantha's shown us a company that's financially sound but isn't making a profit yet. Now we need to figure out why. Is the story here strong enough to justify spending all that cash on growth? Let's dig in. This quote really cuts right to the chase. Navitas isn't just one of many chip companies. It is the only publicly traded company that is 100% focused on next-gen power chips using what's called gallium nitride, or GaN, and silicon carbide. You know, for decades, everything is run on old-school silicon. Well, GaN is the future. It's smaller, way faster, and incredible at saving energy. For Navitas, this isn't some side hustle. It's their entire world. And that specialized tech plugs them directly into the biggest, fastest-growing trends out there. Their super-efficient chips are absolutely essential for power-hungry AI data centers. They're critical for making electric vehicles that charge faster and go farther. And they're already a huge player in the fast-charging phone market that they basically helped create. Every one of these massive markets needs the exact kind of power efficiency that Navitas delivers.
So how do they protect their turf? With a pretty impressive moat. They were the first to market with their specific kind of GaN chips. They've shipped over 100 million of them with zero, I repeat, zero reported failures in the field. They've got a key partnership with NVIDIA for AI data centers. And maybe the biggest tell of all, they back their technology with an unheard of 20-year warranty. I mean, that's not just a guarantee, that's a statement. All right, let's bring it all together. We have My Numbers, a financially solid company that's burning cash to grow like crazy. And we have My Story, a leader in its field with a strong defense, playing in some of the biggest markets on Earth. Now, it's time to combine them for the final verdict.
Our proprietary investment score for Navitas comes out to an 80 out of 100. Now, this score reflects a balance. It's high because the potential for a huge return is definitely there, and its market position is top-notch. We held back from a higher score because of the current lack of profits and the risk that just comes with any company trying to grow this fast. It's a really compelling opportunity, but it's not a sure thing.
So based on this complete picture, our official recommendation is a buy. But, and this is an important but, it's a speculative buy. This is the kind of stock for a long-term investor who's okay with some risk because they're chasing the massive potential rewards of owning a true market disruptor.
So what is that potential reward? Well, here's the fun part. Our moderate forecast, just assuming the company hits its own targets, projects a stock price of $10 by early 2026, $15 by 2027, and maybe even $22 by 2028. You know, from where the price is today, that's potentially a triple in the next 4 years.
This is the power of getting a complete analysis. It's the kind of clarity you only get when you combine the hard numbers with the compelling narrative. And our creator, Kerry, believes every single investor deserves to have this kind of power.
So let me ask you one last time. Are you ready to stop investing with only half the story? Are you ready to make your next move with the full, unbiased picture in front of you?
You can apply this exact same 360-degree analysis to any stock you own or any stock you're thinking about buying. Just visit bestofusinvestors.com to activate your own personal AI analyst team. Your first 14 days are completely free. It's time to see what it feels like to invest with your eyes wide open.